And I hope that this, I know that Obama's supporting this, and I know that a lot of big people up there are supporting this, so there's a reason that there's some sort of psyop they're trying to pull. I hope that this isn't a staged event.
Yeah, so we're at Occupy Bay Street.
Tell me what you're doing here.
I'm here to listen and learn. It's really fascinating what's going on. I think what we're seeing happen around the world is this growing concern that people have about security, about their economic security, what's happening in the economy. I think there's a strong sense that the gap between rich and poor is getting wider, and that opportunities are not being widely shared, that some people are doing very well and other people are falling way behind. And here we are, this is the heart of my constituency here in Toronto Centre, right next to the great old Cathedral of St. James, and people are coming out to express their frustration, their ideas. It's also a bit of a celebration. It's interesting to see the range of views and feelings. Obviously very spontaneous, there's no organized group here that's taking charge of it. It's just a very spontaneous expression of people's concerns, and I think all of us are really listening. We live in a country where we want to take care of each other. That's the definition of a good country, in my view. And right now, we're not taking good enough care of an awful lot of people, and we have to make sure that happens.
Well, I'm sure that's what many of these people are wondering. What are you going to do about it? What are politicians going to do about it?
I mean, as you may have read, I didn't win the last election, so I've got some work to do in opposition. But we can express a lot of the concerns that are here, not necessarily all the solutions, because there'll be lots of different ideas as to what's going to work and what's not going to work. But I think the main thing for us as political leaders is to be able to listen, to sit and listen, to say, we're listening to what's going on. We want to be able to express that in the national fora. We did a debate 10 days ago. We did a big debate on suicide and mental health. We were listening to people saying we want to have that. Well, that's a good example of what happens when you have more and more marginalized people. You have people who feel that they don't have hope, that they don't have a chance, that they can't get anywhere. And we want to make sure we live in a country where we are really taking care of each other. And I think that's so important.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Rae.
Good to see you. It's a pleasure.
Nice to see you
Take
as well.
Care. Bye-bye now.
Thank you. I'm going to actually now bring in Kevin. Sorry. Let's actually, look, he's shaking Mr. Rae's hand there.
Glad to meet you. What's your name?
Kevin.
Kevin, nice to see you.
Very nice
Do you
to
have a
meet you.
last name?
Cunha.
Good to see you, Kevin.
Thanks.
Good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations for pulling this off.
Thanks.
Good to see you. Keep going.
So, Kevin, I posed that question to Mr. Rae because you had said that to me before. You said, it's interesting to see politicians here because what are they going to do? That's the next step. It's great that they're here, but what's the solution? So having somebody here, somebody big like Bob Rae, that important to you?
Not so much personally, and nothing against Bob Rae or any other politician.
This is real, that is fake. No, not you, I mean what you say.
Fundamental problems that we don't have decision-making power, and so when the finance minister says, well, you have to know what you want, everybody here knows what they want.
And you spoke with Bob Rae, the interim leader of the Liberal Party, very, diminished in power, but he said he's there to listen.
Hey, I'm so glad you mentioned that, Anne, because I spoke to people right after he left. We're live on camera, so I'm sorry. There's people walking by all the time. But I spoke to people after and said, was that good enough? You were listening to that interview. Was that good for you? And they said, yes, he said the right thing. He's there to listen. But the bottom line is these people are looking for more than that. They're looking for help for perhaps the poorest in this city. There was also people there who were saying that basically that Bob Rae is here for the wrong reasons, that he's an opportunist. That was the view of other people that were here. So he actually walked away at one point after there was a lot of chanting saying that he was a fraud and he was an opportunist because he was here. So he just left a little bit, but I believe he's still somewhere in the park. But yeah, I mean, he's trying to make his voice clear as well. But yeah, he's getting a differing reaction from the demonstrators here.
I can imagine.